Hopefully, you don't hear my background noise that much, but I need you to understand something, baby. I need you to be real with yourself. From a male perspective, even if I am not a man, and I probably shouldn't be having these type of thoughts in a masculine perspective, but okay, so maybe that's not the case. Maybe I'm just here to give you a little bit of insight. Baby, I need you to be real with yourself, even if you can't be real with me right now. Even if your ego is saying, you cannot be real with me. Be real with yourself. And come to terms with understanding that you're not in a space where you're able to provide for me what is required of you in order to be with me. The sooner you do that, you'll save us a lot of time and agony. Because I need you to understand that women, or I, am not something to be conquered or dominated or governed by an outside entity. I don't work like that. Right? Majority of spiritual women don't work like that. And the sooner you can come to terms with right now, being really, really brutally honest with yourself before anyone else. Because what you come to terms with on your own doesn't have to be broadcasted to anyone else outside of you. It's you sitting alone with yourself and coming to the conclusion that as much as I'm digging on this chick, as much as I like this chick, as much as she fit a large portion of the criteria it is to be with me, I am not in a position to be or give what is fully required of me to her, right? Because I need you to understand that it doesn't make you a failure, but it's you calling yourself out on your shit and allowing you to be the man that you say you are to you before anyone else. You know, so many of these dudes call themselves real niggas, right? But they can't be real, not even with themselves. And they create this facade in front of other people that they are a particular type of way when they're not. And the sooner you come to terms with having that understanding within yourself, the sooner it gives you the opportunity to work on yourself to be able to elevate into a space where you can be a partner. I won't even say ideal, but you can be a partner, or you can work on a partnership. The sooner you are real with yourself, the more it allows me to respect the man that you either are or the man that you're becoming. I can respect that even if I don't like it. Even if I'm like, I like him too. But right now, it's not our time. Right? And I need you to be able to understand that dealing with women is not egotistical. It may be towards your crew or towards your boys, but dealing with a grown woman, when you're interacting with this woman, it's not egotistical. So it's not for you to try to dominate, overshadow, or control. You shouldn't even want to have that type of rapport with anyone that has a sincere interest in you, because when you allow people the freedom to be themselves, you allow them to really do what they want to do. Do you get what I'm saying? And being free to be myself, I can do what the fuck I want to do. And when I have the freedom of choice to do what I want to do without oppression from my mate, without being coerced or manipulated in some type of way by my mate, My mate gets to see a sincere part of me. The sincerity that out of all the things that I could do in this world, I would rather be with you. I would rather spend time with you. I would rather make plans for us to be together in some type of way, right? And so I believe that you should aspire to be with that type of person, right? The type of person that you, it's not just you have transparency or that y'all have transparency, but also you can understand that this type of person has a preference of being with you because they will move some type of things around throughout their day, throughout their week, throughout their month, or whatever their schedule is, but they're moving things around in order to be able to spend time with you. So you're not dictating to them what they should be doing. You're not trying to govern them. You're not forcing anything. You're allowing it to naturally flow. You're allowing them to be themselves, because when people are themselves, that is what you can trust. Not anything that you're trying to force. When you're trying to force something, you really don't have a clear understanding of where you stand with that person, because you're trying to dominate the situationship or relationship by the way that you feel. And you could possibly love this person, or the idea of loving this person or wanting to be with this person so much that you want them to feel the same way about you. You're just not sure about it. But to reassure yourself, you'll try to force companionship. You'll try to force them to see things or do things the way in which you prefer. And I'm telling you, grown women, real women, spiritualists, goddess, don't operate like that. They don't operate out of ego or from an egotistical place. So, baby, listen to me. I need you to take a step back. Totally reevaluate everything. And after the reevaluation, come to terms with some of your truths, no matter how hard or how beautiful they may be, but come to terms with it. And then discover a way where you will be able to start to heal some of those scars, start to close some of them wounds, whatever chapters that may have been open or left you hanging, or there was no closure. You'll be able to find a way to move forward from that in order to start to heal yourself. Baby, you have already got to be healed to be with the grown woman, because there are things that we will not tolerate. And it is not with a disrespect to you, but it is a hard boundary for us, because there's different stages in our life, but oftentimes those stages consist of these things: being able to be free to be yourself within a relationship, having true, sincere, real companionship, really getting to know each other, not the facade in which we wish people to see us, not giving a fuck about outside influences, and being a man of your word. So, this isn't to discredit anyone. I am trying to relay a message to, I'd like to say most men, although I really can't, because everyone have their tactics, their techniques in which they approach and or want to be with women, right? But I need for men to really get the gist that not all women are the same, and you cannot treat all women the same, and you cannot assume that there's a correlation between your past and your present, and you cannot assume that you or your traumas, right, that you had them under control, and that you don't really have to do any type of healing work because your expectation of her is to heal you, or that you have pushed your trauma towards the back and you have it under control in the sense that it will not have any type of influence on your current mind state and on your current situationship, relationship, or whatever. Really, really, really need to do the work so that when you do become the type of significant other that can embark, experiment, start to move forward past your traumas, that you can be the type of person that has good character and that your person of interest really would like to get to know.